Welcome, everyone, to the second simulcast live stream with Dial the Gate and GateWorld.net. My name is David Reed. I'm with Darren Sumner. Apologies for the delays. New technology in terms of for us and trying to figure things out. Darren, you good?
It's the magic of television,
Oh my God. Yeah,
except it's on the internet. Thank you guys. Thank you everybody for your patience. We got it. We tried this new technology yesterday for the very first time and we're amazed that we got it to work.
exactly.
It was because the technical difficulties were delayed by a day. But we're here. We have a whole room full of people that we're excited to talk with.
Very excited. We've pulled people from all over the place. Ryan RJB Malachor, who has done some amazing stuff with the spaceships from all kinds of franchises, particularly Stargate, in terms of creating some brand new ones that we've never seen before, but are completely based on logical. He's thought out the whole process. And then I've got Bernie Bregman over here. Hey, buddy. How we doing?
What's going on? How are you?
I am well. So he's the former host of Wormhole Wednesdays when Stargate Command was on YouTube. And that was way back in the day. Gentlemen, it is such a pleasure to have you here. Ryan, SGU is SGU. Stargate, the Stargate universe has returned. That's what I was trying to say. What do you make of it?
Well, I'm excited. It's going to be a continuation. So for me, that's like icing on the cake, a whole new universe to explore. And, world building has always been my favorite part of the Stargate universe. Lots of lore, lots of technology, lots of loose ends to sort of build off of. So definitely excited to see where that's going. And of course, spaceships.
Absolutely. There's, I mean, at this point in the canon, I think we can expect to see some more spaceship. I don't know how you unring that bell. Am I right, Darren?
Yeah, once you're sort of in there, you're in there.
Exactly. Bernie?
This is something that we got to talk about because I'm really interested to see what the show does with Earth's level of technology, including our ships.
Bernie, did you
Absolutely.
ever think that
Oh,
this
go
day would
ahead.
come?
Uh, you know, Eventually, yes. Like I never was like, oh, they're never going to do anything with it because there's just too much there. There's too much foundation to build on. There's too much new opportunity. And there's also too much of everyone's looking for what's the thing we can go back and bring up to now. So eventually we were going to get here. And here we are. Would love to had that a couple years back, but here we go. Super excited to get into. I actually think you just hit on the head. Like, where's Earth at now? Wherever they pick up. I just started rewatching Universe, and that's still a string that has not been tied up neatly. So there's things that could down the line. We could get into that. So there's a lot of fun still to be had in what Universe taught us was a really vast universe that we haven't gone to. So who knows where they're going to go, but I'm excited. And what my real hope is that it catches fire again, right? Because I felt this in 2009. And then we really only got the two seasons out of that. Like I remember the first time I saw a big billboard for Universe coming out, and I was like, "Oh my God, here we go!" So my hope is that this is going to become something that's lasting, something that we get to build off of, something that we get different media coming to play. Because I'll tell you what I would really love. I want to be in the Stargate world in like a modern video game sense. Take Red Dead Redemption, but make it Stargate. I want to free walk around the sandbox and be able to do whatever I want and interact with people. I'm gonna keep putting this out in the universe until it happens. But I would love to get there.
No, there's so many avenues that they can explore with this new thing, and our society has changed in so many ways. Ryan, when did you start developing some of this art that you've been making, and what are some of your favorite ones?
It's been a long time. It actually goes back to my Gate World forum days back during SG1 and that, and they had a thread about discussing possible future ship designs, and I just got right into that. Uh, so as far as my favorite, the Phoenix sort of behind me, I always
Wow.
that was sort of my start in fan designs for Stargate, and Probably my next favorite is the Abydos class that I came up with, which is sort of a modular ship where different sections can be replaced so that you can have it for different mission setups.
I can't even imagine the kind of brain that can support all of that. It's ridiculous. Darren, do you have anything for these guys?
There are drones there. You can see with the Phoenix, you've got Asgard beam weapons and ancient drones. It just is the quintessential. We spent all this time going around the galaxy acquiring new technology. Now we have it, and we figured out how to combine it.
And blow everything
This
to hell.
is- I don't know what we're going to see in the new show from Martin Garrow, but if we get to see Earth, and if Earth is still, 15 years on, more technologically advanced, this is exactly what I want. I want some of Ryan's ship designs, right? Imagining what we had, what we know, right? You got the sort of familiar angles there of Prometheus and the Daedalus class, but it's evolved. It's further on down the road.
Ryan actually resolves a thing that has bugged me about writers' rooms for years. When we're coming across all of this technology, why aren't we accumulating? Why doesn't it become standard that we have adapted and absorbed, where he's got multiple tech built in? Sure enough, they can figure this out. Why did the universe folks go through and not have energy-based weapons, right? Why isn't that a standard issue on everybody's side? Because bullets are going to run out.
That was one of the things that always frustrated me about once we got Prometheus and some of these other ships, we would have gone to Talana, and they would have wanted, some of them would have wanted us to have salvaged something from their civilization to preserve. And I would think that some of our technology would have some Tolan architecture inside of it, in terms of how it's engineered, little things like that. There's so much room to look back, but there's so much room to go forward. Exactly right.
Well, and like you pointed out, like I would love to see how Earth would develop. Like we're left with like big questions and big decisions, and some of those big decisions can really impact how the world can go. A lot of my art is based around the concept of eventual disclosure of the Gate program, and the impact that would have on our society and actually spreading out into the cosmos.
There's also a power vacuum out in the universe with the elimination of some of the oppressive, groups that throughout the years we had resolved.
Yeah, if we knock off Lucia and the Lucian system, then what do you have left? So nature hates a vacuum, so something's going to happen. Bernie, what's going on in your world? What's going on for you, man, right now? Are you working on something? A few somethings?
No, not a whole lot in the sci-fi realm.
Okay.
I mean, Comic-Con, I'll be back with some events and things like that. I've been doing a whole lot in music, so that's been a fun, different journey.
All right.
Yeah, I had to break out. I just want to call attention to my favorite Stargate shirt that I haven't fit into in about 5 years. But now that Stargate's back and I'm back in a medium, I can wear this in the middle of my backswing.
Good for you.
Awesome. I'm sorry, Ryan, I cut you off.
Oh, that's okay. But one thing, like talking about where we could sort of take the show is, they've always followed like the path of the ancients in the series. And there's a whole part of our galaxy where the ancients have never traveled, left gates. So there's this whole universe in our own galaxy that we have yet to explore.
I think there's a lot of terrain left out there. Darren, do we want to discuss the Joe Easter egg yet, or do we want to save that for a little bit later in the show?
Let's save that for a beat. I would love to, here at the top of the stream, just kind of do a recap, because we might have some folks who weren't here yesterday
That's
who
a
are
good
just
point.
catching up on the news. First, I want to show off. I'm too close to my camera for you to see my t-shirt, so I want to show off my Dial the Gate t-shirt. Shalkek Nimron.
Awesome.
Brothers, I die free.
That's it.
So the news that we're all here to talk about, and we have a whole array of guests lined up behind these two beautiful gentlemen to share their thoughts on the big news. Yesterday, Amazon announced that Prime Video is going to do a new Stargate series. Huzzah. And it's created by Martin Garrow, who was on Stargate Atlantis as a writer and executive producer. He is creating the show. He's going to show run it. Brad Wright is back as a consulting producer. Joseph Mallozzi is back as a consulting producer. And they also have, surprise, surprise, Dean Devlin and Roland Emmerich from the original Stargate feature film are going to be producers on this show. So it's still early stages. It hasn't started filming yet. They're still yet to assemble a writer's room. But we're here as fans to celebrate that after 15 years, by the time it comes around and airs, more than 15 years since Stargate was on the air.
I'll be happy to wait. Ryan, Bernie, thank you guys so much. We really appreciate you being with us. All the best to you both. Don't stay strangers, and we're all in this ride together. We're all in this reality together.
Hope to see you again.
Well, we got years of Stargate ahead.
We do.
And we get to indoctrinate new fans.
Indoctrinate is the word. Thanks, gentlemen. We appreciate you. Towery Talk, you are up. Come on in.
Yes, hello.
Carina.
Hey, guys.
Towery
Hello.
Talk. All righty.
Towery Talk, yes.
Towery Talk. And I wrote it down, and I'm going to get it right, and I didn't write it down. Is it Oi?
Uwe.
Uwe.
Yeah, it's really hard.
Uwe.
It's really hard.
Uwe and Korea.
How are you guys doing?
Fine.
Great.
You?
Very good. Darren, do you want to take the lead on this one?
I would love to hear first. Okay, I want to talk about your podcast, but let me ask first. What is your reaction to the news that came out yesterday?
Oh, we're so excited. We're so excited. In Germany, all of the Germans were so excited. Oh, in this series, is this really?
I believe that.
Yes.
Germany has a
We can't believe
huge
this.
Stargate fan base, has for forever, right?
Oh, yes.
And
It's
France.
still in German on screen, Stargate. Wow. Yes, and
Yeah.
we are watching. So every day I watch a single episode.
Wow.
Yes.
It's always on rotation. Yeah.
Yeah.
That is extraordinary. And do you guys have any idea of the ratings that it gets? Is it network TV there? So it's just perpetually showing. So there's got to be enough people watching it. How's that work?
We have a sort of a not sci-fi but more retro channel
Okay.
with series from the 80s and 90s, and it's showing it a lot. So I have no idea about the ratings, but I think the fan base is great, and it seems to be worth it. So.
What was it that motivated you guys to start a podcast? How long's the podcast been around, and what was the impulse to start it?
So we are here for like 2 of the 3 German Stargate podcasts, you can say. So in 2020, there were 2 podcasts starting simultaneously, because there were 2 guys there and 2 guys there who had the same idea, working for weeks to plan it ahead, and then with the difference of just 1 week, I think, we started our podcasts. And I think 2021 there was Towery Talk started by Yvonne and Nicole. So I always have the
From
nicknames
Stargate Project.de.
Stargate Project.de. So they wanted to start another kind of project. So the first 2 were about discussing episode by episode, and Towery Talk is more like Trakipedia, getting a topic out of it. So making an episode about a race or about a technology or something like that. And so these 3 podcasts do coexist and do visit each other. So Carina, for example, was part of all German Stargate podcasts already, so it's really benefiting each other. But I can speak for Chevron 10. You can say it's a classical pandemic idea. So we have time at hand. Let's do a rewatch, and a friend of mine and I discussed a lot what we're currently at and watching. And someday the idea was born to, why not let other people hear what we think about it? So classic.
So do you do me a favor, Uwe, and show me your 10th Chevron shirt? Because they probably heard you say Chevron 10. They're like, okay, wait a second here. What are you talking about? Yes, there is a Stargate that exists on this planet with 10 chevrons, and it is on a shirt. So blasphemy, man. I'm sorry. That's just wrong. Get out!
The
No.
idea, I can tell you the idea because we had a long list. I think like 50 ideas for the name, and the idea for Chevron 10 was the oddest because it's like we had SG1 with 7 Chevron technology, we had Universe, we had with Atlantis with 8, and Universe with 9, and the idea was, what about a 10th Chevron which starts a podcast? So just a stupid idea, but we stick to it. So
Darren, I think
Of
now
course.
would be a good time. Go ahead, but
9?
go ahead, Uwe, and finish your thought there.
No, I was finished.
9 gets you to Destiny, and 10 gets you a podcast. I love it.
Yeah.
That's it. But there was also an Easter egg that was dropped about chevrons. I think it's appropriate here.
Oh yeah, you know what, guys? We're watching the internet. We're seeing people jumping up and down on social media, excited about a new show. And producer Joseph Mallozzi, of course, posted on his blog about it. We've loved reading Joe's blog, which has been daily for many years. Joe posted this announcement yesterday, talked about his involvement in the new Stargate series on Prime Video, getting a chance to look at Martin's pitch. And then there's this last line. The last line of Joe's blog is Chevron 8 encoded.
Chevron 8 is locked.
Chevron 8 is locked.
And that man knows exactly what he's doing. That is not an accident. That is... would you call it a red herring?
No, I hope it's not. A red herring would be like a misdirect. I hope
Exactly.
it's
That's not his style.
Okay, so let me pose it this way. For Carina and Yvie, you guys think that Joe is talking about the fact that it's Chevron 8 is locked because the show is a done deal, it's greenlit, it's announced, it's going ahead, it's a sure thing? Or is he hinting at something about another galaxy?
I mean, after Brad a few years ago told us something like Chevron 5 is locked to tell us the status, it would be a good
that was
to
Joe as
tell
well.
Chevron 7. Chevron 7. Oh, it was Joe. Okay. To tell us Chevron 7 is locked, but why the 8? It was really
Precisely.
making us curious. Yeah. So my personal idea for that could be, you mentioned it before, technology will have evolved. When you see the 10 years of Stargate SG-1 we had, how humanity evolved in technology there, doing a jump of 15 years gives us a problem because we will have evolved even further. We are too mighty. What kind of enemy would be an issue for us now? So having something like going to another place and having difficulties there, not basing that new series on Earth would make it a bit easier to make up a story which is not too far-fetched. So it could be something like that, but also Joe could just poking around and throwing as a red herring. You never know.
But not just far-fetched, but would give a new audience an opportunity to discover the show themselves and get their feet wet. Carina, what do you think's going on with that statement?
Oh, I hope that we in some of weeks here open the ears so that all chevrons are locked and open, and they open the gate, so that we know and that they let us know in a few weeks that maybe in production.
So it's just
So they finished.
so you're
production.
taking it as the series is in development, so we're
I hope
almost
so.
there. Okay.
I hope so.
All right.
And maybe they bring Walter back so that he always say the Chevron 7 is locked and the gate is open.
There you go.
It would be nice to see Walter back.
Oh,
Yeah.
definitely.
Our buddy
Would love
Gary
to.
Jones.
Guys,
Oh, some guys in Germany love Walter. So I am.
Is Walter popular in Germany?
Oh, really popular. I saw him in
love
May
that.
on the FedCon, and he said he sat on the table, and he said, "I don't understand why everything loves Walter." So
Yeah, he
this guy
really
is such
doesn't.
beautiful. So I hope they bring Walter back.
Gary
You
is
can
a
say that
staple.
Walter. Yeah.
There's only like 7 characters, 6, not even that maybe. It's around. There's like 12 or 13 actors who have done all 3 shows, but only 6 or 7 characters have crossed over to all of them. Guys, this was great. Thank you so much for representing
pleasure.
Germany. And where can we go and listen to Towery Talk? Is it audio only?
Yeah.
Is it on all podcasts?
It's on Spotify and but of course in all the directories. The easiest way is
And
to go
YouTube.
to Stargate. Yeah, and YouTube. Also, and the easiest way is to go to Stargate-project.de because all the Stargate project stuff is there. And there's a forum, there's a Discord server, and also there's the podcast and Stargate News. So it's the main community center, so our German Stargate center, virtually. Yeah.
And this is exclusively a German podcast.
Yep.
Yes.
Awesome. That's great. Guys, thank you.
Thank you, guys.
for taking the time and
You're
representing
welcome.
yourselves here. You guys take care of yourselves.
Have a good time.
Uh-oh, here comes trouble. Bring in my girls.
How dare you?
Oh,
How
are we
dare
getting-
I? What do you mean, how dare I?
Hello.
I say that lovingly with much affection.
You really? You do, huh?
Oh, I do
And
love
just
you,
a
no matter
slight,
what. I love
slight
you.
tad of sarcasm.
Slight
I'm always
slight-
sarcastic.
Well, let me pull this. Let me see here. Darren, talk with these people here for a second.
Hello,
for these
ladies. I haven't
people.
seen you for a while.
Hi, Darren. It's
been
so
a
good to
while.
see you
A
on
little
this
bit has happened
auspicious
since we last
occasion.
chatted.
Oh my god, I'm still
Yeah.
trying to wrap my front around this fantastic
So-
announcement. Right?
When
Yeah,
her
did you freak out? Was it a full
Yeah.
on freak out,
I
or was
totally
it
did. Honestly, I keep thinking that.
a David screenshot your reactions?
I was standing outside a train station trying to get to London, being like, "Oh my god!" So it was
Well,
just,
it was like
uh,
1 o'clock in the morning my time, so I probably
Yeah.
looked a little bit haggard.
Yeah.
But you know, was completely revitalized by this news. I keep on thinking that like we've somehow gone into like an alternate reality, but I don't
Yeah.
remember walking through the quantum mirror. I'm just like I can't.
We threaded a needle.
I just I'm so excited. I've like barely slept. And it's 2 o'clock my time, and I've done this twice in a row now. But I'm so thrilled to be here.
yeah.
I'm so thrilled that we have the Aussies represented here. And Nicole, you are outside of Cambridge, right?
Yes,
All
I'm
right.
Cambridgeshire.
And what are you looking forward to most about the next Stargate series?
So I'm like, glass half full a lot of the time. So I genuinely was like, never gonna happen. No matter what anybody says, never gonna happen. So,
Empty? Glass half empty in that
glass half
situation?
empty.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, instead of glass half full, glass half empty. Yes.
Yeah.
And so I genuinely thought it would never ever happen. I thought that it was
Yeah.
going to be
Really?
just a long lost,
I
like after I'm dead,
Doubted
they'll do it.
too. Yeah.
Guys,
Yeah,
they're
and
redoing
I-
Gremlins. I mean, come on. Stargate's number was eventually
Yeah,
going to
I
come
know,
up.
and I guess we kind of had some signs that maybe they were possibly working on something. We had the is it the RPG? We've had the release of the pop vinyls. I don't know. I feel like they're like little signs that
had
maybe
no
something
faith.
was in the works.
I had no
But
faith.
I still had no faith as well. I
Look at
didn't
us.
read those really
I was
obvious
with you,
signs. It's just
Nicole,
like this
yeah.
wouldn't happen.
Yeah,
I was
you
with
also had no
Nicole.
faith.
We were a year into after the Amazon deal closed, and Amazon was like, "Yeah, we're gonna do stuff with all of MGM's IP." And then a year
Yeah.
went by, and I was like, "Give them time; they're figuring it out." And then 2 years, okay, it's just about ready any day now. And we hit the 2.5, 3 year mark last year. And
Yeah.
I just
Yeah,
looked
I
at
mean they
It's never
they
gonna
can-
happen.
They cancelled my favorite show last year. Amazon Prime did, so I was like, "Oh God, I almost don't. I'm scared. I'm scared for the fate of if they bring back Stargate."
Don't touch Stargate, you'll ruin it.
Yeah, but I have
Uh-uh.
faith, especially with the writers they've brought in and everything. Because I remember years
I'm
ago
so excited.
there was a
Yeah.
Stargate film in the works, maybe, and then it
Oh.
got cancelled. So
That was like a
you know.
number of years ago, I think. But I'm
Yeah.
thrilled that they have, Martin involved,
Yeah.
Joseph again,
Brad.
Wright. It's the team. It's the team. And
I just wanna,
I
like, say,
think
in case
that
anybody,
shows
like-
us a lot of promise.
Yeah, in case people don't fully know who we are, David is
Oh, by
our
the by.
main host. Yvie and I co-host
Equal
Wormhole
hosts.
Extremists with David on
Yes.
another channel where we rewatch Stargate. We're currently on SG1 season 8 and Atlantis season 1. I mean, for people who also don't know this part, we all met thanks to the competition they hosted back in 2019.
Stargate
we went
Superfans.
and we went to
the
WonderCon.
MGM competition. Yeah.
And that's how we met. And David, I don't think he liked me initially, and then he warmed to me over time.
No, that's not true.
Can't be
I don't
true.
know. It may be true. Who knows?
It's
Let's
not
run with
true.
it's true.
It's not true.
Okay.
Well, thank you for doing that
David.
introduction. Yeah, because the Gate World audience doesn't know you as well as the Dial the Gate audience. Wormhole Extremists is a real-time rewatch, right? So you guys pick an
Yes.
episode, tell everybody when to press play,
Yeah.
and
Exactly.
watch it together in real time and give your
Yeah,
fan
we
commentary
do.
and have a good old time.
Yeah, and then
How
we rate
does-
them out of
do.
7 chevrons.
So you're in
So-
season
Yes, we
8
rate
right
them
now.
out of
How does-
7. Even
Yeah.
How does the new
Atlantis.
show impact what you guys are planning to do? Is it we're just
Oh,
going
I
to
haven't
continue to
even
go
thought about
through,
that.
Don't even
finish
think we've
Atlantis,
thought about it.
finish Universe, and then go straight on?
We're having-
into-
Yeah, I have
A
no
rough time.
idea.
It's-
Oh, come
good.
on, Darren.
It's
I
good.
did not
Yeah.
want that thought in my head. I was looking forward to giving these girls up after 6 or 7 years. And I'm going to be stuck
gonna
with
be
them
here.
friggin' forever.
Forever with the new
Indefinitely.
show. Guys, we thought we were going to be done after like Stargate Origins, but now we've got just a little bit more coming. Even if we stop and we're done with Stargate for now, it's going to come back, and then I really
Yes.
can't get rid of you. That's going to be great.
Yeah.
And the season 2, and then hopefully another show after that. And David,
More
Thanks,
spells.
Martin Garrow. Thanks a lot.
And
is the
just
rest of
just
your
for
life.
info as well, coming to the podcast that we do, I mainly just spitball nonsense, and David has so many facts and behind the scenes knowledge from his own experiences.
And I love chewing on
Absolutely.
Nicole for dessert.
Yeah, and then Yvie
Yes.
is our comes in with the facts and all the little fun little moments, or
bit of
all
an
the errors on screen.
archivist.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah,
the Spock,
and-
Nicole's the McCoy, or I'm the McCoy. I think Nicole and I switch places between McCoy
We
and
do.
Kirk. But
We
I mean, if
do.
you're hearing this energy right now, if you like this, join us this Sunday for another show. And
Which one are we watching?
I don't
What is it,
know.
Sunday?
Oh yeah, we're wrapping up with the Storm and with
We have the Storm
Endgame?
and
Yeah.
Endgame. Yeah,
That's
correct.
right.
so
Endgame
you
and the
guys
Storm.
you guys are going on broadcast order, and you're now switching back and forth between
are.
SG1
Yeah.
and Atlantis.
We
That's
are,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're doing one of each
Yeah.
a week, which is slow.
Can I?
it's
Can I
always
just?
been the same speed.
Yeah, it just feels slower because we can't even finish the season. We've got to do.
Can I just put something
halfway.
out there?
Yeah,
Only if you're
From-
comfortable with never
from
taking
just-
it back.
yeah.
Oh no, I'm comfortable never taking it back. So I just wanted to say that there's one thing that I really need from this new series. And
Oh,
I'm
is it the same
sure
thing I'm gonna say?
Those who know me well enough will
Don't.
see this coming.
Don't.
I absolutely have to
Please.
see.
Do it.
I
do it,
have
do
to
it.
see some evidence that Jack and Sam finally got together. It doesn't need to be much. It doesn't need to be
If
much.
that isn't over the top, I don't know what is.
David out.
I need Daniel and Vala together as well properly, not just
Okay.
like whatever Continuum was. So
Yes.
David's actually gone. That's so funny.
He's probably
yeah,
just gone to the toilet.
yeah.
Will you be satisfied if it's just a reference? If it's just
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yes,
It's
I'm
the same
okay with
thing
just a
as-
reference.
Yeah,
Some
Paula
evidence
back
subtle is
home
fine,
doing such and
but-
such.
yeah.
Well, like I don't know, the whole Sam and Jack thing, it was almost formally confirmed in Trio, and then it was cut from
Yeah.
the final version of that episode.
That's right. There was
I
an
just
extra
want-
line that was cut, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And it was subtle. I think she just said that, she was looking to start a relationship with someone who worked from the Pentagon, but just waiting for him to retire. So it was obviously Jack, but
Yeah.
I just want something in stone. I've just been such a staunch shipper for so long, and
Yeah,
I need my confirmation.
And
Sorry, David.
on top of the confirmation of that and Daniel Vala and all these dynamics, my thing I was saying earlier, I was talking to a friend about the potential for a new show. And,
Yes.
some of the things that I want to be explored so desperately is obviously like a bit more universe. The background radiation conversation that they have that Rush goes into during season 2. So interesting. And,
Meaning of life
more
stuff.
explorations of that. Yeah. And so I feel like I was trying to think about, can Stargate do anything else? And I was like, well, we haven't explored the Furlings and we haven't explored that. That'd be such a cool
That's
thing to
true.
touch on. And I'm not even
Yes.
saying it because of Sommer. I genuinely was like, it's a way for me personally to like feel appreciated and understood as original lore from the original show and something
Yes.
new that a new audience could maybe cling to.
Background
So-
info there. Summer, you'll see later, thinks that she is a descendant of the Furlings. Guys,
Thinks she knows.
I'm going to really enjoy kicking Nicole off right now. So,
Rude.
right? So, if you enjoyed the banter, join us on Sundays. And if you didn't, I understand you stay away, but we have a good time. And we draw. We play Pictionary episodes.
Oh, we do. It's
Pictionary.
terrible.
We do. Yes. We
And
enjoy
if David
it.
will allow it, I would love to have you guys on a live stream on Gate World sometime. Tell them you're doing
please.
it to promote
You can
Wormhole
keep them.
Experiments.
Yeah, keep us. Keep
Yes,
us.
that's
mean
right.
that.
That's right.
We can play bad example together.
Yeah, bad example. And
Too
that,
much
in that accent.
estrogen.
Get the ladies out.
These
Not
two,
enough.
Good, we'll take it.
These two are my sisters. I love them. We have been through death and life together, as a certain captain would say. The fact of the matter is, we've actually been through a lot of really tight situations together, and I come away loving them more than I did before. Like, we're really tight. So these two are the best. So thank you guys for coming on.
Love you guys. And thank you for
We
Jeff.
love you guys.
Jeff is a great friend
He's
now. I
coming up
wanted
in a
that
little
noted.
bit. Absolutely. All righty. Who have we got next here? So I think I'm going to duck out. Or you know what? I'm going to take this one. Darren, you take a break.
Okay.
All
Who's
right.
coming on?
We've got Lawrence, Brice, and Matt. And Darren, you can still talk. So
All right.
Brice Ors and Matt, you guys still with me? Hey guys.
Hey. Hello.
How are y'all?
Good, and you?
I'm very good. It's like
Good,
Lawrence
good,
has
good.
got like some kind of a monkey running around there he's trying to grab. How are you doing, Lawrence?
Yeah. Oh, I'm doing great. Great.
Of the Companion, everyone. I love your purple hue.
That's what I mean. It's like I'm having a hot, like I'm in a sauna or something.
Wait, it's not supposed to look like that?
No, I think what it is, it's like my little plant lights. They just sort of fall in, and now they're just shining on
No,
me.
you need to keep it.
rather than
It's
plants. Yeah.
totally trippy.
Very
I thought I was
sci-fi,
having a
right?
stroke for a second there. Yeah, but
we're in
good.
Blade Runner, right? Yeah.
So we've got Lawrence. Is it Co?
Cow.
It is cow.
Like the animal. Yeah, you just go into it.
all right.
Lean into it.
Just lean into it. As long as they don't lean on you. Lawrence Cow of the Companion. We're going to put their information in the description below. It's a great fan site that has all kinds of articles and cultural stuff that feeds into the franchises that we love, particularly Stargate. Brad Wright is involved over there, and there's a lot of cool stuff. The other two gentlemen who are with me are the guys who have brought you the amazing graphics on Dial the Gates. Brice Ors is. Are you in France, Brice?
Yes.
All right.
Near Paris. So.
Absolutely. And then, so Matt, where are you? Where are you now?
I'm in France also, actually, in Alsace, so more to the east, just next to Germany, actually. So
Okay. I see you're dialing. Well, it's not a dialer. It's. Are those from the shows back there, or did you design those?
that's the actual from the shows, and I had to get out the Atlantis tablet also. Yeah.
Wow. Well.
Yeah.
There you go. And I love the. Is there a universe chair over there as well behind us?
The chair? No.
That's not from Destiny?
No, it's from my cat, actually. He's sleeping.
That's a very nice throne for a cat. You guys, I cannot thank you enough for all the work that have done. Matt, your flybys, particularly the one of the George Hammond, especially the one that we had at the beginning of the Remembrance for Don S. Davis. I think it's some of the finest work that you've done with these ships. You're a genius, dude. I absolutely love your work. And I love the shirt, by the way. And we got to get Brice one of those. Brice, you don't have one, do you?
Nope.
I will change that. Brice,
Okay.
You have been so valuable to me on so many fronts in terms of getting graphics. He is responsible for a lot of the more 2D stuff that we have. When I started Dial the Gate, I was going to draw up some stuff myself and send it out into the universe, and the show was going to look like crap. And what I found when I put the word out there that I was doing this is that there were people who were wanting to jump into my boat and paddle with me. And it's like, oh yeah, we don't have to row it alone. And Lawrence, I imagine for the Companion, you can say the exact same thing.
Yeah, I mean, it's a multi-year thing that you're waiting for. To be honest, on when we heard about it, 24 hours ago, I don't know. I almost feel numb, or not numb. I don't know if that's the right word. Like shocked.
We're in
that,
shock. Yeah.
Is that right? Because it's not even like excitement. It's sort of like I don't even know how to feel.
I'm on day 11. It's going to take a while for you. Trust me.
Yeah.
I'm still having problems with my sleep and everything else. But what do you I mean, you know Brad well, and Brad trusts Martin. This has got to be a winner. I'm so rarely in a position where I'm willing to say, honestly, truly, I am all in on something, and I am all in on this. Am I right, do you think, or am I out to lunch?
I mean, I think you're right. I mean, from a very nerdy industry standpoint, like analysis standpoint, it almost feels like this is the only way a Stargate series could get made that also, can stay true to what Stargate has come before, if that makes sense. Martin is one of those stars, if not rising stars, in the kind of screenwriting, writing television circles, genre circles. So, to have a Stargate veteran kind of in that position, I think that's the kind of thing that gets a series, moving, especially because we haven't had anything, move in such a long time with say, the other writers.
I think that the sky's the limit, and I am not in a position, and tell me what you guys think about this. Brice, I want to come to you next. With the excitement of this, I'm really not in a position where I'm feeling like I can't wait for this. It has to come out now. I feel like I'm kind of in this incubation period where it's like, okay, I've got the news. The thing that's coming out next is going to be coming from the right people. It can take as long as it takes. And I'm actually going to enjoy the time that it takes for me to get accustomed to this new normal, that this Stargate, this next thing that's coming that's going to be Stargate, is something that more likely than not, I'm really going to enjoy. Brice, do you agree? Is that the opinion that you have from it? Or do you have another take?
Yeah, honestly, I was a little bit stunned at first when I know the news. But yeah, I'm the kind of person who want to wait and see. I don't have high expectation. I'm very cautious, because we saw a lot of things with Star Wars and franchise like Lord of the Rings, things like that. So I don't like to have too much expectation, because when I have expectation, sometimes you have how to say that
Disappointment.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It's disappointment
So I'm
is
curious
caused by
and
expectation.
yeah, I'm curious and I'm open-minded and wait and see to see the development and the news over the weeks and months to see what happened.
Matt, what are you looking forward to the most about what might come with this show? What facet are you looking forward to in terms of what a new series might add to the I don't want to make it sound all highfalutin and fancy, but add to the science fiction culture of the things that are on TV that people are, looking forward to watching week by week?
A bright show would be nice, because sci-fi these days is kind of dark. So that's been already mentioned, and that's something I see a lot in comments. And for me, the parallel I have would be Star Trek, because I'm also a Star Trek fan, of course. And we got this a few years ago with the Star Trek series coming back. So it's kind of nice for me to have my two favorite sci-fi shows now going back to television. But I will say that new starships also, I hope. Of course.
New starships, you too.
And I really enjoy the fact that it's not a prequel or something that's like a new chapter, a new continuation. That's really, really what I'm hyped about, I would say. I'm hyped, but I mean, I learned the news recently too, so I'm still a bit shocked. Yeah, so
I'm thrilled that we all get to see it the world over at the same time.
Yeah.
Brice?
Oh, and I want to say hi to all the French people in the chat. There are many. They probably don't understand everything we say in English. I know a few of them, but I'm glad they are here watching us.
I want to give a special shout out to Marco Maldini. He has been a friend. He has helped me out of a lot of sticky situations. He is one of those who's like, now what, coach? And I'm so thankful that there's someone who's 7-8 hours ahead of me who basically doesn't sleep, who I can tap on the shoulder and he's like, okay, now what? And the French, what is it with you guys? You think the Germans love Stargate? I'm sure you've heard this story, Lawrence, of where Carmen Argenziana was talking about walking down the Champs-Elysees with Terrell and with Christopher, and Christopher's he stands out in France, but they recognized Monsieur Tilk, and everyone was freaking out. What is it about Matt? What is it about the French audience in Stargate? And be specific.
It's yeah, we're French first. No, but Stargate was. I mean, I grew up with Stargate. Also Star Trek, but Stargate is. I mean, it was on the as opposite to Star Trek. It was like on a French national TV on a public channel, M6, so the sixth channel, and. It was aired on mostly Friday and Saturday evenings, which are like huge time slot for TV at the time. So I remember I was gathering with my family to watch Stargate, and I think that's how it happened to have such a big fandom in France. It was because it was really broadcasted to the whole country at big times. So yeah, I have to mention something
Sure.
about the show, about expectation. I have one expectation. It's that it's Martin who's going to be the showrunner. He was on Atlantis, and I have to mention that Atlantis was premiered on my birthday. So I would just like the new show, if it could be the same, that would be nice. Yeah. But yeah, for French fandom, I think that's the explanation. And I don't know, Brice, if you agree, but
yeah, and there have been a lot of broadcasts after M6, like Énergie 12, the 12th channel.
True.
And then I think it's still broadcast, maybe not in the last months, but I mean, last year you could watch Stargate on the RTL 9.
Wow.
Yeah, the thing is that it's not leaving the air because Énergie 12, the channel went off the air at the beginning of the year. There was like some changes in France, but actually Stargate moved on to another channel. So it's always somewhere on French TV if you want to watch it.
Wow, that's wild. Lawrence, I know we've got to let you go pretty quickly here. Your kid is gorgeous. You are such a lucky guy. Anything you can update us on the companion? What's going on? Anything that fans should be aware of? What's going on in your world?
Yeah, I mean the last year and a half, the main project that I've been working on was with Amanda Tapping, whom I'm sure many of you know, and it's for her book Purpose: Embracing Mental Health as a Fandom. And we've had hundreds and hundreds of fan stories being submitted, in which about 100 of them will be published alongside Amanda's original stories. And I think what's kind of interesting is I've been really sitting deeply in these stories, writing or editing, chatting to, Amanda and Wells, who's also editing. And, I've just been really deep into these stories. And it's very clear how much Stargate And to be honest, not just Stargate, it's the fandom or the community or the conventions that Stargate kind of created and rallied around that's so important to people. And when, you know, the news broke yesterday, you kind of saw that in like immediate reaction, and, you know, again on social media,
That's right.
Facebook, X, whatever, you know, and it's just like reinforcing in real time, how much it means to people. It saves people's lives. There are, you know, the number of times I'm sure all of us have heard, wow, I was going through something, but then this happened. You know, I couldn't have gotten through this, and then this happened. And so I think that's a true reflection of really Stargate, you know, and fans and what fans have done for the whole community. So anyway, that's kind of my thoughts on it and feelings on everything.
Guys, it has been terrific having all of you. I think that Amazon is only beginning to realize that they've got something of a tiger by the tail here. I'm curious, you know, just how long. You know what? I'm not going to spit it out there in the universe. I'm going to keep it to myself. But I'm excited. And gentlemen, thank you for joining us from across the pond.
Thanks to you.
Thank you for all you've done for me.
You're welcome.
I can't.
Always a pleasure.
I've got no money doing this, and the fact that you guys slave away from me. There was no way that I was not going to experience this first couple of days without you. Thanks, guys. Lawrence, it's so good to see you again, man.
Yeah, it's been too long. Take care, everyone.
Take care of yourself. Bye, guys.
Right.
Darren,
Take care. Bye.
Come on back in. Mama Knox and Jay Francois. Oh my God. Look at that beard. It is so thick. Oh, and hi, Mama Knox. How you doing? Anyway, yeah.
Oh, what's more glorious, Jay's beard or Mama Knox's hair?
Mama Knox.
And it's my own.
How is the weather on Gaia today?
Oh gosh, it snowed earlier. It was lovely.
It snows on Gaia?
We got about 5 minutes.
Oh, we're talking about London. Okay. Really? Okay. So Darren, Erica, Jay is, this is wild. Jay is, I think, friend number 5 for me, if that's about right. Maybe 6 or 7.
Of all the friends you've made in the world, he was the 5th.
Jay, you want to explain?
Yes. Well, apparently we went to kindergarten together, and I will give a little bit of backstory.
Okay.
At our 20-year high school reunion, David came walking over to me, and I still feel awful about this, but he said, "Hey, you're Jay, right?" Yeah, I'm Jay. He goes, "Do you know who I am?" And I looked him dead in the face and said, "Nope, I don't have a clue." And so he explained, when we grew up, we went, I know. We went to kindergarten together.
Yeah.
He then went to public school. I went to private. When we got into high school, I went to public and he went to private. So we never crossed paths again. And then I moved in the middle of high school. So I had not seen or heard his name it was our 20-year reunion. So probably 30 years or so. And somehow he recognized who I was. And I
always knew that
totally
face.
clueless.
So we have these, I'm not going to belabor the point, but he is a huge Stargate fan. And you never know where you're going to come across a Stargate fan, even right out of your own past. And so he and I have just stayed in each other's orbit ever since. And it's little things like that where, you know what, you never know the people who are going to come back into your life. And he's one of the better ones. He's a good guy. What do you do for work, Jay?
I work in law enforcement.
Yeah. We appreciate your service.
No problem.
Thank you, sir. Very
good. And just to clarify a little bit, I was not a Stargate fan until I re-met David 3 years ago.
Okay.
Oh.
And then I've never told you this, so this is an exclusive here. But on the way home, I was like, who is this guy and what does he do? So we looked you up. I saw Dial the Gate and I'm like, what is Dial the Gate? So I looked it up and then it clicked. I had watched some of one episode of Stargate years ago. And so I watched the movie And then I started at season 1, episode 1 of SG1, and I just kept
Wow.
going. So I am new to it.
She saw Dial the
as-
Gate, and this was a thing.
Yeah,
This was a community, a whole big world.
No, I
for sure.
either didn't know or didn't remember that. Wow.
Yeah.
Well,
Wow.
I apologize for the infection, but you look good.
Thank you.
I'm
I'm happy to be infected.
I need to share this video that he sent of his kids. It's really cute. But yeah, there's you never know when you're going to make new old friends, new friends again, and Stargate fans. Mama Knox,
Right.
Erica of Follow
Hello.
the Yellow Gate Road.
Absolutely.
Thank you for dressing up again. I know this is not an easy thing for you to do. It's a whole complicated thing, what with the hair and all. But at least there are no twigs in this one.
Oh, I found a few. Oh, it's always complicated of where my feathers are going to go. My cat was playing with my hair earlier.
The Fenry
because he saw
feathers.
the feathers.
Oh,
Yeah.
Gosh. Yeah. Well,
I know,
Go ahead.
but isn't it wonderful news?
What do you think?
Over the moon.
Yeah.
Oh, I couldn't get over it. I thought, oh my God.
Were you shocked?
did.
Were you blown away?
I did question when someone told me, and I said, yeah. But I did Google it, looked it up, and saw that it was real.
Exactly.
I thought, oh my gosh, it's happening.
And
So-
what are you looking
All
forward
this,
to the
all this
most?
work people have done to keep alive, including yourself, Darren. Oh my God, there's so many people who kept the fandom alive.
I saw a lot of that
Um,
response yesterday. A lot of, let me Google and make sure this is real. Check the
Yeah.
calendar. Is it April 1st?
Exactly right.
Yeah. Well, one girl, I mean, I got abruptly woke up at 5:20 this morning, and I couldn't get back to sleep. So I started reading a few of the comments about what's going on. And there was one girl, and she was actually quite mixed feelings because she said it's the end of an era and she's scared because she doesn't know much else apart from fighting for a new series. Now it's arrived, she was actually scared. Will she like it? Will there still be life to fight for and things like that? But I did say it's not the end of this era, it's the start of a new beginning of one.
It's another
And
chapter.
I think, we've made so many friends. It's been absolutely wonderful. And on my events, I do my events more for people who can't get to the big events.
Yes, she
Um,
holds a
most-
convention in London. Outside of London,
Say
right?
again?
You hold a convention in London, Follow the Yellow Gate Road.
No, in Lincoln.
Lincoln, sorry.
Lincoln.
Sorry.
Would you tell us a little bit about Follow
Yes,
the Yellow
please.
Gate Road and how it went? The most recent?
Yeah, recently it was lovely. We had Tony Armandola, Andy Frizzell, and Patrick Curry. I don't have many guests, but I always say it's quality over quantity. We're very intimate with everybody. There's no cattle feel to it. So everybody's so laid back, and basically everyone mixes with everyone, and it just finishes up wonderful. But like I say, we have a lot of anxious people come along who can't cope with the big events, and it's like a safe haven for them.
There should be a
It's
convention
just
for
like
everybody of all
the
different
hippie
speeds.
knocks, the hippie knocks feel.
Jay, can you see yourself dressing up in uniform, or can you find yourself going in that direction? How far down is your fandom willing to go? I'm curious, man. If I were to put it to the test, because you've done some pretty. Weren't you talking about like a wraith? Something about a wraith?
Yeah. A couple years ago, before I cut my hair, it was down almost to the middle of my back. And had you given me like 2.5 years warning of that this was going to happen, I would have totally dressed up as a wraith.
You could have gone full wraith on us.
Yeah, for sure. And it's my own hair, and it's turning gray quick, so I would be perfect for it.
Jeez, man.
But
Do
I'm.
You could still do it. You could do a sharp
I know.
dressed wraith.
we love Halloween. I love dressing up for that with my kids. I would absolutely 100% dress up and go to a convention if there was one close enough.
Yeah, but they did you send that to me over Facebook?
What?
The video of them?
Yeah.
Is that from Facebook? Do you mind? Would you have
No,
a
go
problem
for
with
it.
me sharing this? So
Go for it.
what am I about to show them?
This morning before the kids left for school, I wanted to break them the news that Stargate, which they know that I love, was coming back. I think they play it up a little bit. They know that I like it, so they inherently dislike it. But their reactions will probably tell you all you need to know.
All right, here we go. You guys won't be able to hear it, but the audience will. I love this. Hang on. Whoops, hang on just a second.
Some big exciting news came out yesterday. Okay. Stargate is coming back. There's a new show coming.
While David's doing that, I'm going to say welcome to both.
Where are you guys going?
On Dial the Gate and on Gate. From
Lizzie.
Hungary, I'm seeing folks from
Lizzie,
Nigeria.
Stargate's coming back.
We've already had fans on. Okay.
New show coming. Exciting news came out
Filling
yesterday.
dead air.
That's because you can't hear it.
Stargate is coming back. There's a new show coming. Where are you guys going?
Boring.
Lizzie, Stargate's coming back.
The dog was also not impressed.
The dog couldn't have cared less. It's like the
No.
whole Jay is an island unto himself, just one little misfit toy. It was so cute, and I was like, I wish I could work this into an episode somehow. And it's like, that would be the wrong reaction that I would want. But you know what? Sometimes you can't get them when they're young.
They're gonna watch it regardless.
Even if you have to tie them down.
I heard something. Yeah, indoctrination was mentioned earlier. I'm not against it, so I'm infected. And I'm going to indoctrinate my kids.
It's a good show, isn't it?
It is. It really is.
Dude, I'm so glad that you came back into my life. And we don't hang out nearly enough. We're gonna have to change that. I don't get home nearly enough anymore. But thank you for coming on, Erica, Mama Knox. When's your next event? What's the plan?
Right. Well, I think now it was going to be April next year, but everything finished up where I couldn't get who I wanted straight away. So it looks like it's going to be April 27.
April of 2027.
2027, yeah.
Okay, got it. All right.
Yeah.
Well, we're looking forward to covering
I
you.
also dressed up as a wraith once.
Really?
Really?
How did the kids love that?
I'll have to send you the photo.
I would like to see it. Yeah, I need another reason to only sleep for 3 hours at night. So, yes, perfect. Guys, thank you so much.
And if you want any tips on how to do the makeup,
no.
Bye.
What? Erica, Jay, nothing, honey. Thank you so much, guys. You take care of yourselves, okay? Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Appreciate you.
See you. Bye, Darren.
Be well. All right. We've got the Stargate Files. Come on in, guys. Thank you so much for patiently waiting. We've got Jeff, and we've got Steve Skeeter. You prefer Skeeter or Steve? Steve Skeeter?
Skeeter.
Just the Skeeter.
Yep.
All right. So, Darren, have you guys met Jeff and Skeeter?
Oh yeah, I've been on the show a few times.
That's right. That's right. Yep. Very good. How are things going, guys? And Jeff, what do you think?
I'm really excited. I'm also tempering my expectations a little bit because I do remember when Stargate Universe was coming out and everybody was like, this isn't what we wanted. So just trying to remind people, temper those expectations and hopefully we get the balance that we want out of a show. But I'm excited. I'm ready for it.
Okay. Skeeter?
That's good advice.
First off to everybody watching, Kumtraya. That's how we always start our show with me.
Kumbaya.
One of my favorites.
What do you think?
I am stoked. I mean, I got my Zat ready to go. I got my patches in the other day, so I'm ready to get decked up for the show. It's exciting. I can't wait.
Skeeter, are you in Minnesota?
Wisconsin.
Close enough.
Yeah, it's 2 hours to the border.
You have plenty of Minnesota in your inflections.
A little bit.
What are all these toys behind you, man?
Yeah, I print out all my own Stargate stuff. As you can see, I got my Atlantis finish lit up there. I got my replicator. I got all the gates. I got the listener. My Hammond fell. I was sad to see that fall, but I fixed it up, and now I just got to hang it up again. And I got the Supergate even up there with the listener coming out of it. So,
and Jeff, don't you have some toys as well?
I do. I have one of the Zat Nicotels that Skeeter printed off for me, but I have almost all the master replicas, and I finally found a place for my raw pyramid. It's over on the other side of the room on the one shelf that can handle the weight of it.
Oh, yeah, I was going to say someplace sturdy, I hope.
Yep, top of my entertainment console for all my stereo equipment, because this is my home theater room in here, and this is my little corner for streaming.
So what is it about your formula that you guys love in producing your show?
The fact that we are doing a rewatch and we're just hanging out with people. So it started way differently from initial concept, but we've evolved into where we talk about whatever news is kind of out there. Usually it's master replicas, or Darren or you have an interview or something. It's like, hey, go check that out. But if there's nothing, then we talk about some 3D printing stuff. That's kind of become part of our beginning of the show. And then we get into some episode watches and 2 episodes at a crack. And as we get to Atlantis, we'll see what we do with that.
Where are you guys in your watch order right now?
We are towards the end of season 4. We're doing Prodigy and Entity tonight.
Okay, very good. Yeah. Well, I have done your guys' show. You guys have helped me when I was in a bind. I can't remember what order it was, but Vanessa Angel.
Yep.
Did I ask her if she wanted a Zat gun, or did she say that she wanted one?
You brought it up to her, and you told her that you knew that I made one.
I voluntold you guys. That's right.
Yep. And then
Sorry,
I
guys.
sent her one for her, and she was nice enough to come on to our show, and that'll be released next Thursday.
Yep.
Cool.
Excellent. All right. Very
Well,
good.
thank you.
You're welcome. Absolutely. Darren, anything else?
I want to ask a question about the new show, if we could take just a couple of minutes.
Yeah,
sure.
What we obviously, everybody here, everybody in the chat loves Stargate. We've watched the shows on repeat ad nauseum for years. If this is a show that's going to bring new people on as well, what do you think? What do you think it needs? How do you set the bar properly to get new viewers to start the Stargate journey with this next show?
Hey, Skeeter, you mind if I jump really quick for that?
Go ahead.
Because I've had this idea in my head for so long, and then when Dean Devlin and Roland Emmerich are now part of the creativity executive producer, I'm thinking we're going to get a little bit back to what they intended with the movies initially, and bridging it into whatever we're getting with the new show. That way you can tie into movie fans who weren't necessarily fans of the show, but you're also going to get show fans who weren't necessarily a big fan of the movie. They do exist out there. So I'm thinking
they do
a little bit of a bridge to bring both worlds together. And that's what this whole show has been about: community, family, teamwork. Hey, there's no better way to get started. But Skeeter, you said you had an idea?
Wow, that would be a creative tightrope. Yeah. Skeeter, what do you think?
I brought it up to Jeff last night. I was like thinking, what if they bring back some of the characters that, Stargate Command was saying, oh, these will be our next up and comers, like the younger Jack O'Neill, Cadet Haley, Cassie, and so on, Teal'c's son,
Ryak.
Right.
Yeah.
What if they bring these characters in to make a new season or a new show? So, but I could be wrong. They could be doing something totally different, which I don't care. It's Stargate. I want to see it.
They were teenagers on SG-1, and now they're in their 30s, right?
Yeah. So,
David, you had young Jack, Michael Welch, on Dial the Gate. You think he would?
I'm seeing him in 3 weeks, and I know that he would be honored to come back and play in any way, shape, or form that he could. Michael auditioned alongside Brian J. Smith for Lieutenant Scott.
Oh.
But I think that he would have been too recognizable as Jack.
Yeah.
So I think that anything is possible with Martin's world. He's a dad. He's got some a couple of beautiful girls, and I think that I think that he would make a great way to play into having Jack again. Be a part of the project, but it not being Jack. I would be, as Mama Knox said, over the moon for something like that.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Also,
and he's got to be on Martin Garrow's radar because Michael Welch guest starred in an episode of The New Quantum Leap.
Oh, he guest starred in the pilot.
In the first one, which Martin was showrunner on.
He was unrecognizable. So great.
I recognized
series.
the name, but when the face showed up on the Quantum Leap pilot, I'm like, huh?
No, he was rough. It was a rough character. So it's magic of cinema and television. Guys, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Where can we find you?
We're on YouTube. Just look for Sons and Shadows cast. I know it's a little weird, but we have the little splotchy little S with a fun little logo on it. And we love to do our Stargate files every Thursday nights. Live if possible. Sometimes that's not possible, but just look us up on YouTube for Sons and Shadows and come on over.
Awesome. Appreciate you
Thank
guys
you,
so
guys.
much. Thank you.
Yeah, appreciate the work that you're doing.
Be
Have a great
safe.
stream, guys.
Keep it alive. Help us keep it alive.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for your work.
Shalom.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye. Goodbye. Allan Gowen of Gatecon, Martin McClean, Gate Builder. Gentlemen, hello, sir. And hello, other sir. Martin, can you tilt down your camera a little bit for me, buddy?
I sure can.
There
How's
we
that?
go.
Welcome on,
Perfect.
guys. Great to see you again.
And you?
How we doing?
I think you're doing well.
Yeah, yeah. Allan, you need to unmute, buddy.
Alan,
good.
when you unmute, let us know.
I did click it.
It's okay.
The news hit me. The news hit me hard. Or not hard, but
where were you when you found out?
I was talking to David. That's when I found out.
I called him about 10 minutes before they went live with the news. Thanks a lot, man. I broke my NDA by 10 minutes. I really appreciate you. But I just couldn't look, it was 8:50 a.m. And he was going to go to bed, and I wanted him to stay up all night long. And did I succeed?
No, I ended up getting some sleep after about 2 hours after that. And
2 hours.
Yeah, I was up about 2 hours, but then I got about 3 hours sleep, and then I was up, and then you said, things are going to get busy and hectic, and it started busy and hectic straight away. I was straight onto Messenger with Richard from the other Gatecon owner, and we spoke for about 3 hours straight, and then I started typing up ideas in a document for about another 2 hours, and it was hectic.
But
it was really
I've got to know, and Martin, I apologize. Are you guys thinking of bringing Gatecon back? Is it being
possible.
considered?
It's being considered.
Okay.
There's a few things that will need to happen for it externally for it to happen for us. Okay. So we're working through it, and I hope I'm saying the right things because I know Richard's watching this right now.
I'm very glad that it's being talked about, at least.
It's definitely being talked about, and it's all just going to be timing and who and I mean, we were ready for retirement. We were hanging around, always saying, look, we'll do another convention if they announce a new series. The new series didn't come. And we sort of relaxed into real life. And we got to the stage, or I got to the stage where I thought, I'm almost ready to retire. And then they hit us with this, and all of a sudden, the world gets turned on its head. And the Stargate world, and it's been exciting, but like you looked up when I spoke to you the other night, look, it's tiring.
Yeah, it's
You look shattered. You look absolutely. I thought something was wrong when you.
Well,
called
I
me.
had been, look, I had trouble.
You weren't
I don't
sleeping
like
well.
lying to people, but even if by omission. So when the news, when it finally got close enough, it was like, okay, they're going to air this. We were minutes away from talking, and so I was like, I've got to tell Allan. He's my closest compadre in this
Yeah,
whole
don't go to bed
arena.
yet.
I couldn't let. That was the thing. I couldn't let him go to bed without at least seeing the thing, and it aired, and he sent me his reaction, and it was like it's one of the favorite moments of my Stargate life. So, Martin.
Yes.
Dude, how are you, and what do you think?
I think it's amazing. I am really excited about the news because I think this gives us an opportunity to finish off, so many questions from Atlantis and from Universe, but it gives us this chance to tell news stories in a really fun way. And my hope is that it's going to be the same type of fun and optimistic stories that we had in the past. So great villains, but ordinary people in almost extraordinary situations. That sort of the David and Goliath sort of story that how could you defeat the System Lords, but somehow you did, as this small group of people. So I'm really excited to see that. And I was surprised by the news is an understatement, because I had kind of expected this about 3 years ago, and then it never happened. And so I thought, well, it's, at some point, having myself worked for a corporate for quarter of a century at the same, I know a lot of my friends are at Amazon. I know sort of how companies work like this. And I thought, well, how long is this going to take to come through?
He was having a bad night the night before it aired. He made a couple of comments about something. He's like, if they do come back, it's not going to be what we would want. And oh my God, it took everything in me, but I held out, man. I was like, you hang in there, buddy. You've got this. You're the little engine that could. Just one more hill.
Yeah, just one more. Well worth the wait. I was really impressed with how well the announcement was done. And I think it was wonderful to have you and Darren involved. And it brought the fans into the announcement, and people that invested so much of their time and energy over the years into that process. And I thought they could have just put this in Variety. They could have done a whole bunch of things, but they chose a clever way, and a way I think that was really appreciated by a lot of people, including myself, the way that it was done. So I think, that's if you're going to start somewhere, that's a great place to start. And so I thought that was very exciting. I mean, and as a prop making, hobbyist, as a fan-based prop maker, I'm curious to see what the new visual language of the show will be, and what the concepts will be. And I'm really hoping that they take, when there are new props and new Naquita generators or whatever it happens to be, that they sort of honor the previous generation and update it going forward. So I think that would be really cool. So I'll be watching that very closely. And I suspect someone there will invent something new, and that'll take another couple of thousand hours of my life. But I'm very excited about it. I hope, the one thing I really hope they do is take, like we lost Cliff Simon a couple of years ago, right? And I'm hoping that they find some way of spinning some references of these sort of wonderful people into the show. Maybe they name one of the characters Simon as a surname or something. I don't know, but something like that I think would be wonderful as well.
They certainly have been known to do it.
Yeah. I just think it would be really cool if, that we had, some sort of continuation like that.
That's great. Yeah. That is a great notion, Darren.
Yeah, I think that'd be really cool. But it's I would love to see Master Braytek back. He's such a favorite of mine. I would love to see that. There's so many,
and
so
Tony
much
is
potential,
ageless.
isn't it? Yeah, so much potential here.
Yes.
You can play Braytek in what is he up to now? 170 maybe?
Yeah,
easily.
Probably.
Look, Tony
is
is
168 years.
The fact of the matter is that A lot of these guys aren't young anymore. And if you look at it from that perspective, it's like, who do we want to bring back? In Tony's context, you know, with especially with his great shape, it's like, who really should we bring back? You know, even if for like an episode, to because Tony has always said
story, right?
This is true, but Tony has always said he wanted Braytac to go out with a bang, and part of me is like, well, by God, do it. You know, give him an opportunity to be a hero. Give him a circumstance where he can do that. And that was the extraordinary thing. Carmen had his resolution as Jacob and as Selmak, and we've lost him. And that character has properly had a proper closure, a beautiful closure.
It was a complete arc for Jacob.
It was a complete arc, and I think that Master Braytac deserves the same thing.
Yeah, absolutely. I
agree. Martin, what you said about the announcement and the way they did it is, I was also so encouraged by that. Obviously, it was amazing for us to be included. And if it wasn't Martin and Brad and Joe, I don't think that ever would have happened. But I'm excited and encouraged, not just because these guys are making the show and these guys want to support the fans and stay in contact with the fans, but Amazon. The fact that, Amazon would have said, yeah, cool, that sounds like a fun way to do it. And we just worked kind of a little bit for a few days with the media team. And so far, my interactions with Amazon have been terrific.
Yeah, that's true. They've been stellar.
Very, very supportive,
Yep.
Very straightforward, very asking us what do you guys think? How should we roll this out to the fan community?
They actually approached us and said, what do you think about teasing something? And I was all for it. I wanted to give everyone a chance to at least have their ears perked up so that when something hit, they wouldn't be like, no way. And Darren put his foot down. He was like, I don't think that's the thing. And so that's what they did. So
I think there's
cool.
There's been so much anxiety among Stargate fans for so long. Alan, maybe you can speak to this. There's been so much anxiety about what Amazon's going to do with the franchise. I thought, boy, if you spend a day teasing that there's an announcement coming, people are going to just get their entrails tied up in knots. So I suggest that they drop it cold like we did yesterday.
Yeah. So much speculation about is it going to be a reboot, a continuation, or
there's a lot of water under that bridge.
Yeah, and it was riling people up a fair bit. But now that we know it's going to be a continuation, I think we're definitely on the right track.
Continuation of the continuity, but a new story. And I just want to clarify that this is Martin Garrow's story. Dean Devlin and Roland Emmerich are supporting that as EPs. But not to say that the comment earlier wasn't cool, but I just want to clarify for people who are still getting their feet wet in terms of what this thing is. So
and will there be any, even if it's minor influence from Dean Devlin, Roland Emmerich, like Jeff brought up before? I'd love to see that because I started with the movie. A lot of people started with the show, but me being old guy, I started with the movie and absolutely adored the movie, and then watched the show and then fell in love with the show as well. So it's a little bit of I won't say a hybrid, but just little hints of the Emmerich Devlin world.
I wouldn't mind
that. I think it'd be great.
That's what I thought was great about Origins. I think it did both in a reasonably orderly fashion.
Yeah.
Martin, what are you going to work on next? What are you creating, man?
The Atlantis Gate will be next, and that's almost done. And the things that I sent you yesterday, which I'll send out stuff in a few weeks about. But so the Atlantis Gate before the fan community beats me up, as I promised it to them about 2 months ago. So
you are perpetually upping your game with the 3D print projects, the engineering, the lights and sounds. I think it's got to be said, we're not going to be satisfied until it creates a subspace wormhole to another planet.
That's it. Why aren't you in your basement toiling away?
You got it.
Like Orlan and his toasters.
I got a toaster.
You're going to need more toasters. Yeah.
Out of all the appliances. Guys.
The
Thanks
Atlantis
Jeremy's
Gate will
asking,
work, though.
will the Atlantis Gate be lit?
Yes, it
Lights and
will.
sounds
It will
like
have
your
the
Milky Way Gate?
animation, lighting, and stuff like that.
Martin,
Yeah.
share your
And-
conundrum right now about the constellations. Like, it took me a minute to get
Yes.
my head wrapped around this one, what you were talking about, but I just want, this is an illustration of how deep this guy thinks, because I didn't think of this.
Yes, there is. The original prop looks like the dialing ring was solid and backlit with the constellations. So if you were to physically walk up to it, and I have not done that because I didn't see the sets when they were standing, but if you walk up to it, it was a solid colored ring, and then the constellations lit up from behind.
The LEDs
And
are
so-
inside, underneath each of the rectangles.
Yeah, literally, if you think of it of like a multi-layered two bits of material, the lights were on the bottom and the top was solid, but only when you turn the lights on could you see it. And so I think what I will do is do both versions, so that if people want to see the constellations permanently visible, even if the gate is not lit, they'll be able to do so. And alternatively, the other way will be supported as well. So you can sort of choose which one you want to just print.
That's a
and
cool
put in there.
compromise.
I think that's the best compromise is to put them just slightly indented so that people can still light them from the back and they can see them when it's not switched on. And that's probably what most people will do. But I think the actual prop was pretty solid. I don't think you could see it at all. So
We couldn't.
No, I don't think. And in fact, it was an odd choice because I guess when you're filming it, you only ever see it. It's only when it's in action that you really see it on screen. It's dialing or it's being lit from behind. So you have this impression that it's constantly there, but I don't think it is.
When there's
But
an
I wanna give
incoming
people a
wormhole, the
choice.
chevrons are the only thing that are lit.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, so I think what I'll do is I'll give people a chance so that even if it's not powered on, you can still see them, or they can, be, I guess, more truthful to the original design, which I don't think you could see. If anyone out there has seen it up close and wants to let me know how it should be, let me know. So I'm just
David
making this up.
Ing. David Ing, if you're listening to me, buddy,
I-
take your
I-
high-powered
I
camera
saw
and take
it.
some pictures of yours.
Yeah, I saw it, but we weren't allowed to take pictures on the set because we saw the set before the series was released.
Right. Well, Allan, was it lit up? I'm just curious. Was it
No,
actually...
we were on a pretty much a dead set. There was no lighting. We were in the gate room, and the gate was there, but nothing was lit. It wasn't a shooting day, so there was no crew around or anything, which was unfortunate. But what an impressive set! Absolutely loved it.
Darren and I got the same tour with the Destiny set with Rob Cooper. We went into the gate room and it was this massive ring and it dwarfed us. So totally related.
Wow.
Yeah.
Super envious.
Martin, you've told me in the past that one of the reasons you create the projects that you do is because you can't buy officially licensed stuff.
Yeah.
So with a new show coming back, and I imagine consumer products is going to ramp up again. If they do new Stargate merch, what would you like to see? This question for both of you guys, but Martin, you first. What would you like to see them make?
I would love to see them do a puddle jumper. I would love a bit like Master Replicas have given us, because that one took me a while to make mine. I'd love to see them do the Naquita generator and things like that. Props that I have made that saved me having to do them because I couldn't find them anywhere to buy. Although I'm grateful to that because I wouldn't have had all the fun I've had if I hadn't have gone out and decided to make my own, and it wouldn't have opened up all these great opportunities that it has. So I'm kind of grateful. But yeah, I would love to see some things like that. Yeah.
I have to share it. He is a genius with paint. How many layers of this are there to finally
9.
get the look that you want? 9 layers
9
of
layers,
paint.
Yeah.
And because when the lighting changes, when it's on camera, it can look gold, it can look green, and it's like, well, which one is it? And the thing is, it's all of them, depending on how the light hits it and the shadows that are cast on all of the different layers that are on it, because it's very Frank Lloyd Wright. It's not a flat piece. And dude's just an absolute friggin' artist. So,
Oh, thank you.
yeah.
It's very kind. It did drive me crazy. If you're out there thinking you're going to build one yourself, be prepared for that. It's going to drive you crazy. So,
And I think when it comes to merchandise, they have to do the simple things as well, like the ultimate promotional material are t-shirts. Like at the moment, every second person's either wearing a Star Wars or a Marvel t-shirt. They need to bring out, officially licensed Stargate t-shirts. People walking around a shopping center, that's your advertising material right there.
Yeah.
Guys, thank you. I mean,
You're very welcome.
The
Anytime.
world to
You're
us
very welcome.
both to have you on. You've done so much for us. Gatecon will always be my convention home. It was one of the greatest experiences. So many of the greatest times of my life were held at that Richmond hotel. So thank you, Allan, for all the work that you have done in keeping the dream alive through conventions over the years. It's just great stuff, man.
You're very welcome. Stay tuned, but don't expect to hear any news soon. It's like the show, it's going to take a while.
I was going to say, I think we've heard that recently, so it makes sense. Martin?
Yeah.
Continue to be brilliant, my friend.
Oh, thank you, sir.
So
Thank you. We'll do that.
You will do the rest. Appreciate you guys. Yvonne?
Thanks, guys. Thanks, Darren.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Hey, if you guys want to see a full showcase of Martin's work, we did a live stream with him on Gate World a couple weeks ago, and we're going to have Allan coming up soon.
Yep. Yvonne, and we also have Katie Postma. Darling.
Hi.
I'm going to put you next to me.
As it should be.
Welcome, both of you.
Hi, Yvonne.
Hello.
Yvonne,
Thank you for having me.
Of StargateProject.de.
Exactly.
How are you?
I'm great. Fantastic.
Wow.
The news of the new Stargate show is, really exciting.
Yeah. It's it's finally beginning to sink in. Katie, what do you think?
Okay, so I'm so glad. First of all, congrats to you both, and well deserved that you were there in the moment that that the news broke to the world, other than that, 3-minute NDA that you broke. But aside from that,
10.
I think it was
You
very.
didn't break it. You adopted Allan as part under the auspices of Dial the
With a
Game.
He was going to
co-conspirator.
bed.
Right.
Yeah, it's fine.
You had to keep him awake. I understand. But no, I think you two are, I think everybody listening or watching who has ever seen anything that you guys have done in the past 20 years, just amazing. I just wanted to say, and I know this is going to just sound like the consummate community manager speak, but because of the fandom, we're even here today, right? Like because of people like you, people like Yvonne, who lead the fandom, who keep it alive, who keep the dream going. That's why we're all here. That's why there was an announcement. So I think it's really fitting that it was you two there when Brad and Joe and Martin got to share the news. I was just as excited for you two as I was for all of us in the fan community. So
Katie, what are you
thanks.
wearing?
Stargate World shirt. One of my first staff shirts.
Katie was the lead community manager, the first lead community manager on Stargate Worlds.
You were the second.
I was the second because I went up to Chicago to cover one of the creation conventions for Gate World. And I guess she was like, well, this schlub can take the job. You had to move, or you had gotten a job offer. Was it from Cyan or it was?
No, from Cartoon Network. I moved to Cartoon Network, but I needed to fill my role. And, at the time there were only a handful of people who even understood what fandom and community and that kind of melding of on and offline was. And when I saw you in action with the fans, it was at the Roundtable where we were going from table to table, right? Like,
that's right. 2006.
I think, maybe 5. No.
Yeah, you had the Asgard mousepad at that point, so.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And Don Davis was there, and I mean, everybody was there, but I just remember just distinctly meeting Dawn, and we, as groups, we moved from table to table, and we got to chat with each of the members of the talent that were there, all of them. And I just remember watching you. You weren't focused on the talent. You weren't focused on yourself. You were focused on the fans, making sure they were having a good experience, that they were making memories. And I thought, this is my guy. And I took you, I think we ran across the street to like a Dunkin'. And I just said, I have an idea for you. So thank you for being there, and thank you for all your support and, keeping the fires burning back then and today.
Yeah, it was the biggest shock in my life. Just in December. Oh my God! It's AOL. I am. Would you like a job? And in 2 months, I was across the country and living in Phoenix. But anyway, Yvonne, we've had word earlier that things in Germany are really popping with this news. How are things on Stargate Project? What are your boards looking like? Are there boards anymore?
Funny enough, we did have an online board, but it was offline for like months. And just on Sunday, we went online again with a new online board.
Oh, good timing.
So yeah, perfect timing. So now new members are coming in, and we are having discussions again. And of course, with this news, it's just perfect. We get a lot of comments on Instagram, Facebook. So yeah, a lot of German fans are waiting for news about the new show.
How does this potentially impact your work? You've been doing Stargate Project for so long, serving the German fan community for so long, with so much amazing content. How does having a new show back in production impact the work that you're going to do, the plans that your team is going to scramble and start to make for next year?
Well, I mean, we have to concentrate on the news now. I really do hope perhaps that one or two people might join our team. Perhaps they are motivated again now that there are Stargate news, because let's be honest, it was a bit frustrating with no new Stargate show or movie. So maybe there is someone who might help us with news. And yeah, I think we will do some videos, and we have a podcast, Tarori Talk. Uwe and Carina were here. I'm sure we have a lot to cover there.
Well, David has been, your David has been just so committed to continually putting out some form of news. Whoever comes in to help him, he better be overseeing them, because that guy has put in the work. He has earned it. Tell him hello for me, please.
I will.
Yeah. Stargate Project came up with us in so many ways. We've had good times.
When did the site start?
Yeah.
Excuse me?
When did the site start? What's the history for Stargate Project?
I think that was 2003. I joined the team in 2006. I started writing character descriptions just for Stargate Atlantis, because we were a huge team and everyone had their field of expertise. So now I'm doing just everything.
Wow. Yeah, so if anybody is watching this, the site's entirely German language, right? So you're looking for German speakers?
Exactly, yes.
German speaker, if you get writing skills, anything else that this team needs, they are looking for some help. Things are going to get real next year. Things are going to get very busy, and there's going to be lots to do, lots to cover. So yeah, check them out, stargate-project.de.
Katie?
Thank you.
David, I have some hellos for you from Josh, from Ryan, from Danny, from Adam, from Aurora, from Anne. But especially Adam, I just wanted to give a quick shout out, because Adam was he was one of our then volunteer mods, and then became a paid assistant community manager with us, and has gone on to acting. And he happens to be right? AJZ, and AJZ in Canada. So, but
Right.
he is actually at Amazon today on a shoot. So on his break, he's watching us. So hi, and
Adam,
I
buddy,
told him
we're bringing you in at some point here.
Well, I told him to keep his ear to the ground to see if he knew more about where production was. But
Adam, text me, and we'll stay away from
Right.
Darren. I just want to catch up. I don't want to know anything about the new show. But let's if you're free tomorrow, let's bring you on. So
Right
that's
on.
great, Katie. I didn't want to do this without you because it was through Darren that I met you, and it was that notion that you had, it was that exchange that changed my life. And
Aw.
I'm so thrilled to be able to share that story, that you shared it with my audience, and that it's a part of our oral history project now, because it's what changed everything for me. If without that, I
Aw.
wouldn't have met Jenny, and those connections would have been made.
Hi,
And
Jenny.
she's out there. She's coming tomorrow. And
Good.
no one goes it alone. We all build off of one another.
Yeah.
The good things
Yeah,
and the
but
bad things.
you had put in the work. Like, I thank you. I appreciate what you're saying. However, you were a beacon. Like, you called out to me because I knew what the job took. Because I had been pulled from Fandom for my first CM job, and because then I followed, part of that first team went then to Arizona to do Stargate. And because we all loved Stargate first,
Yeah.
and that's what you loved first, and the fans first, like that's what makes a community manager. You can love the IP all day long, you can know numbers and data sets and stuff, but if you don't have a love and appreciation for the fans, and I think that's why, and I've worked with a lot of communities, Game of Thrones and Mist, as you know, and like the Cartoon Network people, all kinds of and Star Trek, all kinds of fandom. And the thing is, what keeps the fans together is, people have mentioned it in the chat a lot today, patience and kindness and understanding. And as Lawrence said, keeping each other sane, keeping each other, giving each other a touchstone, making people feel seen and heard when they may be on the fringe. So after being to many conventions, both online and off, I think it's really important that we're all here celebrating together.
Exactly right.
We have the same trepidations. We have the same nervousness. We may not love the same things that are going to be in the show and the series, but that doesn't matter because it's pulling us back together at a really fun time. 14, 15 years later, it's really cool to just be part of it. So thank you for that.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Appreciate it.
And Yvonne, all the best to Stargate Project. We are going to move forward together. It's one of the things that Darren and I promised Martin is we're going to expand the tent, and we hope to be seeing more of you soon.
That sounds great.
I've got to share really quickly a story. Me and Katie, we Skyped a lot. And Katie, you can hear her voice is very delicate. Katie, I don't know if you noticed. I think you do. And I was home from school working on something, and Dad had just come home. And we were just booting up the machine, and Katie was like, "Hi, how are you? What's going on?" And my dad passed by, and he came back, and he said, "Who are you talking to?"
Oh, that's great. Oh, that's great.
No one, Dad. Oh, God. Did I turn ahead? It was just, your voice is just so lovely. So, Katie, thank you. Yvonne,
Thank you.
thank you.
Yvonne, it was nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you.
You guys take care of yourselves. We'll be in touch.
Yes.
Thank
Thank you.
you.
Thank you both.
Our
Bye.
last two, you guys have been so patient. Last but not least, I am, come on in, guys. I am pleased to welcome, you have a drum roll playing. Thank you. Sommer Roy. Did he fall asleep on me?
Oh,
There's no video signal, buddy.
oh, there we go.
Here he comes.
Jeff, Ritu, Charlie, Gulka.
Hello. Adjusting that a bit.
Ah, that's right. Oh,
Charlie
yeah. Oh, yeah.
himself.
Work it. That's it. Yeah. Okay, very good. Oh,
We
woo.
get
Oh,
it we get it tallest to shortest, we know.
That's not intentional.
Sure. Jeff is still taller. So.
Jeremy, you heightest you. Jeremy.
Hello.
Hi.
How's everybody doing?
Standing tall.
Kind of amazed. Kind of still shell-shocked.
Yeah,
very
Thank
excited
you to the
for
Gate World
yesterday.
audience. The Gate audience, Jeff, has seen plenty of you, but let me just say, for the Gate
Yes.
World audience, this handsome bearded fellow that you see
Yes,
before
thank you. Thank you.
is played Ritu Charlie in Show and Tell back in SG1 Season 2 when you were how old?
I must have been like 12, 11 or 12.
Yeah.
Yeah. What year was
One
that
of my
episode?
favorite early episodes.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah, it's a great episode.
Was that that was Mother?
Yes.
You were great in that episode, man. Sommer, what do you think about what's going to come next? And thank you for all of your engineering today. And Jeremy, thank you for your engineering today as well. He's going to have his day tomorrow. But what do you think?
Wow, I 14 years is a long time to wait, but we've worked so hard for this. Like all of the fandom has worked hard. I know Dial the Gate and Gate World has done a lot of heavy lifting, but that is extremely because of all the fandom behind them. And I know we've done Twitter storms, we've done what do you call it? Signing. What do you call
Petitions?
those? That's it. We've signed petitions. We have stormed Amazon. Just everybody, and I think
what?
this is with what?
You can't leave it at that.
Please bring it back.
2025.
Yes, and it feels really good to finally have a little bit of validation and like, oh, they were listening at some point. They finally, listened. And my favorite thing about it is that we're not getting a whole new crew. We are getting some of the old school OG original writers, producers, Martin Garrow, Mallozzi, Brad Wright, and if it was a whole new crew of people, I would be so skeptical and so worried. And because it's the OG, I think we have such a fighting chance to make this such a good series. And so I'm really excited.
Jeff, you started off as an actor who was in the show, and then you met our dear Nicole, and you then truly became a Stargate fan. So I'm really curious, what is this experience like for you, having been both inside of it and outside of it? I'll never forget the pictures that you sent Nicole after Sunday, just the tears streaming down your face.
That was the most I cried
buddy.
in a Stargate episode was Sunday. Yes. I think I sent a picture giving the finger to the camera and tears in my eyes. It's a very emotional episode. It was really great. Going to Gatecon was it was one of the first, well, I guess I've only been to 2 conventions and it was the second I've been to. And I was just truly amazed at the fans, how polite, how nice they were, how just into everything they were. And watching all the performances and the costumes and all that was just so amazing that after that experience, I felt that I should watch the whole series from beginning to end. It deserves that much. And then, I just started watching it from the very beginning. I was just at that point messaging over Facebook with Nicole, just my thoughts on each episode. And then I started rating them myself because you guys were rating them out of 7 chevrons. So at the end
catching up.
Yes. So at the end of all the series, I gave the whole PDF to Nicole of all my ratings and reviews and stuff. So she's got that.
What do you? The next show we're all going to be watching together for the first time.
I know, it's very exciting.
Yes, what do you want to see? What's the ingredient that must be baked into the cake?
I would definitely like to hear some stuff about what happened with Universe, because we never got closure. And you know what? If they bring back some characters from previous episodes, that's fine. I know there's probably a Tok'ra now who's about 39 years old, who's looking for work.
Touche. Yeah.
Yeah, and just keep the vibe. I think that's one of the things that set Stargate apart from other sci-fi shows was a little bit more upbeat, kind of. It wasn't as dark. There were dark episodes, but yeah, just that keep that vibe, the heart, the soul.
Yeah. Hopeful. And Brad and Joe and Martin talked to us a lot about tone, right? Wanting to capture the tone of the show, wanting it to feel like Stargate for people who have been on this ride for so long.
Exactly.
Not only bring on new people, but it should feel like Stargate.
It shouldn't match, but it should rhyme.
And that's another thing I'm excited for too, is new people being able to experience this universe who maybe haven't watched the previous series and then be like, oh, well, what's all this about that they mentioned, and then go back to SG1 and all that. I think that'd be really cool for everybody.
I think that just picking up what they're putting down, it sounds like their approach is really going to be to service the existing fans and the older fans equally, simultaneously. And that's really how it should be. Not to say that you have to have 50% new stuff and 50% old stuff, but be cognizant of the fact that the old fans are just as important as the new fans. We are not more important than they are. They deserve a space to grow and to find something that they love just as much as we did. And we're going to be here to open our arms up to them and welcome them in. So, and Darren and I are actually pulling together some stuff right now. I just taped these guys who watched our announcement. It was very meta. I watched them watching me, and they had never seen the show before. My mother sent this to me, and I'm like, I'm waiting for their reactions, and I'm like, they're like, yeah, okay, yeah, and they get to the end of the video, and they're like, so what do you think? Should we watch Stargate? I've never seen it. You've never seen it, yeah? And I'm like, none of them has seen it. And they sat down like a panel of judges, and they're talking about, they think that they're going to pick it up. I think that they really are. And Darren and I we have to finalize this, but I want to do a media recap episode next week of things that we noticed along the way that we want to report on. And I really think that everything that I have largely seen so far suggests that people are receptive to this so similarly to how people were receptive to the Fallout television series. So
it's been really interesting to see how the news has spread across the internet and see people's reactions
My
on social
Facebook
media, see the kind of media coverage that it's gotten.
Yeah, my Facebook is just covered. I mean, it's all my timeline, Stargate.
But isn't it that anyway?
Yeah. I went yesterday after the announcement. Dave and I streamed for 3 hours, and then I stopped and took a break and had lunch and recovered my sanity. 3 hours with David.
At least one of us did.
And then I spent the rest of the afternoon looking at news reports and social media, what people were saying on all these different platforms. I spent the whole afternoon doing it, and I haven't even started reading YouTube comments yet. I have over 2,000 new YouTube comments in my backlog now.
First
I haven't
world
started.
problems.
The outpouring was just a tidal wave.
It's extraordinary.
And I got, Dave, you and me are famous now because we're not only on Prime Video's YouTube channel. I had a former student of mine who.
Oh, no.
I keep my Stargate fandom largely separate from my teaching work. I had a former student from 10 years ago message me and say, I saw this from Prime Video, and I knew that guy. And my daughter, who's a senior in high school, it showed up on her, I think, on her Instagram feed.
Yeah. We now feel like those people. Facebook reached out to me and wanted to give me a blue check mark and upgrade my security. And maybe I shouldn't even be saying this on the air, but it's like, what is this? The thing that, if I may, for just a second, the thing that, because we're done after this, that I've had to get used to that really surprised me is not the reactions of people coming to me and saying congratulations, but the ones in my life who didn't say anything. And I reached out to them with the video and I saw the read receipt and they didn't respond to me. They didn't know what to say. And it's like, this is a permutation I didn't foresee. And it's, I don't know what, I mean, I guess we'll just sit there. So I guess it's going to stay that way. It's like, what do I say next? You know, because I'm really proud of this opportunity. So we're all kind of adjusting to a new world of Stargate. And Darren and I, I dare someone to be as overwhelmingly grateful as we are, because we did not deserve that opportunity one bit. And
it's not entirely
anybody
true.
that they wanted, but yeah.
But yeah, we've been working hard, but they certainly didn't have to.
That's right.
Didn't have to loop us in to the big reveal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
That was amazing. I'm so glad that you guys got to be a part of that.
It's not just that. In talking about tone, the type of tone that they want to set, that's the right foot forward, regardless of who among us it is. And that's why I have hope, and I am rarely as optimistic as this.
Yeah.
That's not entirely true, but there are some good things coming in. Sommer, I'm so thankful that you're in the fold in some way, shape, or form. I'm glad I'm glad that you're healthy.
Thank you,
Jeff. You know, it wouldn't shock me to see Ritu Charlie come back at some point. There are some of those dangling plot threads that Darren and I are going to have to make some kind of a scoreboard of, because sooner or later in this new show, or the next one that comes after it, but probably sooner or later in this new show, I suspect that someone is going to come along that we'll recognize, or some form thereof.
And sometimes they just recast the same actors in different roles.
That's true too.
At the risk of upsetting you, I will mention the furling. Sorry. I reached out to Mr. Mallozzi immediately after I heard the news, and I'm like, listen, if you need an actress to play a furling, I'm your girl. Like, please call me. And he responded by liking my post, so I'm holding him to it. So if there's furling,
is not an endorsement, Sommer.
Call me.
You would have been a great furling.
Hey, I'm shooting my shot, so it's fine.
There you go. Well, you hit the turkey behind you there, so
I did. Oh, and look what I found.
It's so
lovely.
Cute.
My cat
Shalom.
My cat stole it, and I found it. So yeah, I crochet, and so I was looking for my Stargate.
Awesome.
Earlier, and I'm like, I have to have my Stargate for the show, but I couldn't find it, so I'm so happy I found it.
Jeremy, are there other people still in there with us?
Don't look like it.
I swore I heard Jeremy say awesome. Kurt and Call, anyone still with us? Come on out.
I think we made it through today's roster, but you know what? We have another lineup tomorrow.
Exactly. Oh, so they all cleared out?
Yeah, now my audio's working. It's just us.
Wow. They obeyed.
Sommer,
they did what they were told.
Yes,
should we mention that one person?
Oh?
He who should not be named?
Voldemort?
The one that we were talking about earlier?
Oh, sure. Yeah. We in the
like
chat.
This a lot.
In chat, Samuel Cockings from Star Trek Yards was in the chat, and he had something to show you today, like a model or something that he was working on, and he was asking if you had any free slots today for him to show, but I wasn't able to. It was pretty chaotic, but that's okay. I told him that there will be more.
Tomorrow is wide open. We'll have time for Sam.
Yeah, he's not available tomorrow.
He's been making something really cool, so he's not?
Yeah. No, he's not.
Where is he?
UK.
Is he still in the chat, Jeremy?
Not geographically, digitally. Is he with us? Is he available now?
Let me check.
Yeah. Well, while we're waiting here, I'd just like to thank both of you guys there, David and Darren. I believe, Darren, you were the one who suggested that David reach out to me to be on Dial the Gate. Is that correct?
I don't know. I may have. You were at Gatecon, and you were kind of in the the circle already. I think.
Okay, well, however it started, I'm very grateful.
But I'm thrilled, right? Because of between David and I was the X-Files fan.
Right.
I was going through all of you fairly randomly, and your number came up, and I called you, and you were one of the few who was like, yes. And then
right on. Well, I just like to thank you because it's been an incredibly positive influence in my life. All of you guys are amazing people. I got to meet Nicole, my new bestie, through you guys. I have to say that.
Well, you fit right in, buddy. You are one of the family.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, thank you very much. It's a very lovely family to be a part of. And again, Gatecon was truly a magnificent experience that is unlike anything I've ever experienced.
We need to have another one. I really hope that Allan and Richard, at the very least, decide to move forward with this thing. Jeremy, have you gotten a hold of him? Anything going on?
He's in the chat. Do you have his contact information to send him your link? Because I don't know how to send him the link. I don't want to send it.
Yeah, I sent him a Facebook message. Hopefully he sees it.
So
he's well, I mean, he's here.
Okay.
So yeah, Samuel, check your Facebook messages from Jeremy.
Yeah, and there's a few second delay. So Jeff, hang on with us for a second. Besides yourself, I'm curious, who among the cast, in terms of characters, would you like to come back from the entire canon?
Ooh,
if you could pick one.
That is a good one. The entire McKay is one of my favorites. So I would say him because he brought a good brevity to the show. So whenever he was on, you knew you were at least gonna chuckle and enjoy it on that level.
Oh, for sure, absolutely. He would. I think that's a fairly safe bet that at some point in the future, if we are on the timeline that I hope that we are, we would see him. Not necessarily in a first or second season, but the dude is magic. So.
He is.
He's magic on screen, and Martin Garrow sure wrote plenty of amazing McKay episodes.
That's it. They are the duo.
That would be the first one I would go for.
Oh, thank you, Jeff.
All right, I will disappear. Thank you again, everybody.
Thank you. Well, sir. Great to see you.
Chevron 8 locked in.
Later, man.
Bye.
Samuel, we're in sudden death overtime, pal. How you doing?
Me. Hello.
Welcome to Dial the Gate and Gate World.
Hey, good to see you.
Hello, good to be here. I've been watching the entire thing.
I was watching your live stream yesterday. Now you're here.
Yes, I saw. How meta. Yeah, they're literally just like they're 2 boxes away. I always keep all 3 uniforms, and the P90s are over there, and everywhere's props, as you can imagine.
Do you have a link for me, buddy?
Sure. Yeah, on the Facebook.
Hey, that's fine.
Yeah, no, I've been busy working on this animation because I can't help myself. I mean, those that know me, I do fan films, I do CG work for other people, I do track yards for years now, and it's just pretty constant.
What do you think of the news of the new show?
Happy, surreal, confused, all the good feelings. It's as has been said, the fact that it's them, that the original people, but I love what you said yesterday about the sort of the grandchild effect. They've learned going through the teams. It is very much, while they have their own identity, they're going to respect their dad and their granddad, and having them on the shoulders. And I kind of wish we're going to get some acknowledgement of the movie and some maybe integration, because really the movie and the show can't be fully canon because Ra isn't an Asgard alien-ish, not. So maybe there'll be some clever multi-universe retconny fun that might end up making something amazing. You don't know.
Multiverse.
Yeah, I had this 2 hours last time on Track Yards thinking what could be next, and something just resonated with me saying, what if they acknowledge the multiverse of the movie and the show, and another Ra alien, style alien, comes through to our universe, and a young version, Kurt Russell and James Spader recast, younger actors who look similar. They come in, and it's like, oh my god, we're actually dealing with the movie, because that would be a powerful alien kind of vibe, but not, new but old.
Don't write the scripts for them, pal.
Parallel universe, so subtly different continuity. I think that's smart because there are just enough canon differences with the movie that it makes sense that it's a very close parallel universe.
Very true.
There's some quantum mirror activity happening there or something.
Yeah.
All right. So the problem is what you sent me blends right into all the images that we shared before. So this says you've sent me 6 images. So the first one that I have is a certain Defiance up against a certain pyramid. So is that where you want to start?
No difference. They're all good.
Okay,
It's just some
starting with
teasers
that. You're
and
not
some
going to
things
see
I've
them
done.
though, so okay.
okay,
So I'm
I can go on
showing
there.
the Defiance up against a Goa'uld Hatak.
Yeah, that's a released film. What did I call it? Oh gosh, I can't remember.
I don't know.
I've done quite a few films. Yeah, I do Star Trek fan films, but I even though literally my day job is Trek, and I say to people I love Stargate more, and they're like, "What are you on about? You put in thousands of hours in Trek." Yes, but Stargate is such this core, teen show with my family. Met the entire casts, have personal interactions with them all. With David Blue, or something unique with so many of them. The Stargate is kind of that deep love, and so when I get the chance to do a bit of crossoveriness, I can't help myself. And that's an example of we did a film. We had this versus. That's a released film, but I want to show some unreleased stuff because making live action Stargate is important to me. If I want to show some of the other stuff, it's just that stuff that is coming that's been filmed.
Got a jumper here. You referring to the jumper?
And again, any of them are all good.
Okay. What am I looking at? It looks like a test environment.
The Pearl Jumper. Yeah, that's a tease from a December film, or the December film, and that's Pearl Jumper is making its way into the Trek galaxy, and chaos will ensue or not.
Chaos will ensue.
Probably chaos.
All right.
Yeah,
and I'm looking at a Daedalus and what looks like the Prometheus class in some kind of.
I mean, don't give all those things away. I mean, the new images. There's a really fun one with the screen used a Surin uniform, which you might be able to see in that set of 6. That's from a film that's a couple away, but because I'm so forward thinking, I've planned. I'm gonna say a 7-episode arc with Stargate sub films that kind of cross into Trek, and I'm like 5 ahead. I'm building because as long as you film them, you can finish them whenever. And all the CG assets I want to get are all as high end as I can get. Do you want me to see them individually if you can't read them as a group?
I've shown them. The GoFundMe information also popped up there, so you may get some extra money from fans. Not slick.
No.
I tip my hat to you, sir.
No. I sent you a group of images. Probably just one came up.
Do
show.
Okay.
Yeah, do show these.
You sent more. Okay, I get
same images in a group. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, let me pull this here. All right.
Yeah, I can't help but tease.
Yeah.
No, we've been building props and costumes for years now and collecting from the best sources. And so being able to do, what do you have in the buffer, as it were? And if you show the one with my dad and Marcus in uniform, that's an original Asuran. And
very nice.
If you guys can see it, I mean, how does that look? How does that make you feel? Because all these images are trying to be there to kind of.
I'm looking at the ramp is out of focus and the Stargate puddle is behind it. That's pretty sharp.
That as well. Yeah, lots of fun images. We did the Deadlist. We've got, really proud of some of this stuff.
Hatak, the mothership set from season 5.
A lot of work in progress, but a lot of stuff's been filmed that just hopefully feels kind of alive again.
Very nice. Look at that on green screen. Yeah, really cool.
Gorgeous.
Man. And which ship is this? This is Prometheus. It's Prometheus.
Oh, it's Deadless because the colors and the slightly different pieces.
Yes, it is Deadless. That's right. Thank you, Samuel.
Well, part of me says, do I really put the effort time in to manually text all the different, there's little lit elements, the grids, and there should be written text because they're, information. So that's a lot of manual things, but we'll get there someday.
That's right. So where can people see your stuff?
Yeah, Power 543 Fan Films. There's pretty much films constantly throughout the year. Trek Shorts is a Trek, but like I say, any chance I can do crossovers, I try to. And this December will be and I can't believe that the universe rewarded my weirdness with some real world stuff to have Stargate come back. And now I'm releasing Stargate film in December. As you know, David, things got adjusted away from that, and it's come back to that with a different film. So I'm excited for that. And I happened to open my event calendar yesterday, about half an hour before the announcement as well, with my girlfriend who was here. So for a Blue Brick, so I was like, Stargate, and then suddenly Stargate. It was quite a salient time.
That's cool, man. Well, I appreciate you sharing. Thank you so much for coming on. We'll talk soon. There's a lot to move forward with, and thank you for creating the end credits for the Don S. Davis remembrance episode. We used it again yesterday for the close. There, it was awesome.
I watched the whole thing. You guys were
gorgeous.
Yeah, well done, guys. I said this on our live. Like the pride I felt for and of you both having seen you both for years, and Gate World knowing of it since I was, very young. Just so much pride. And I'm sure you'll be involved more. And I'm sure you have ideas and thoughts and things, and you can't say, and you might say,
It's up
I'm
to them,
excited.
so
I'm excited.
Yeah,
There's so much to do. There's always been so much to do, but it's been on the backlog for a while. And now that there's a new show that's coming, it's
on the
all moving to the front burner.
Front log? Ah, yes, there you go.
I mix my metaphors.
Yes, you did. God. Darren, do you want to talk about the upcoming episodes before I pass out?
Yeah, are we ready to
from
talk about
exhaustion?
what we're going to be streaming next?
Yes, sir. I'm running on 3 hours of sleep, so let's go right ahead. You go ahead and do Gate World
Guys,
first,
hey,
and then I
a
will.
huge thanks to the Gate World audience and the Dial the Gate audience. Those of you who are here with us live in the chat or just watching us, those of you who are catching the replay later, we're so grateful. This show has been all about the Stargate fan community, and we've seen so many of our friends from all over the world. People right in on screen from all over the world, and also in chat from all over the world. I've seen fans from Hungary and from Nigeria, and we just had somebody in Gate World say they're joining us from Brazil. It shows how global the Stargate fan community is. We're going to keep celebrating Stargate. This is Stargate Fan Celebration Week. So we're going to do another one of these tomorrow. We're going to do it at a different time of day so that other fans who maybe couldn't join us at this time might be able to hop on next time. So on Friday, November 21st, look for part 2 of Stargate Fan Roundtable Celebration. Co-streaming again on Dial the Gate and on Gate World. That's going to start at 6 p.m. Pacific time, 9 p.m. Eastern time, which is what, for those of you night owls in the UK, that's about 2 a.m.
Yeah, it's in the AMs. It's in the AMs.
Yeah,
if
that's
you
why we wanted
happen
you
to
to
be
have your shot on today, because it's like it's going to be early hours. So
Yeah, I saw the message thing. It was next week, so my bad.
no, it's all good, brother. It's
Bit
fine.
focused today.
It's all right.
So another
Join the
one of
club.
these fan live streams tomorrow. That's also going to take the place of our normal Gate World live stream fan hangout just a few hours later in the day. And then on Saturday, there is a very special episode of Dial the Gate. David, you want to tell us who you're having on this weekend?
We are having on a very special scientist, but he's not a doctor. He's an archaeologist. He's a doctor of archaeology.
He speaks 23 different languages. Pick one.
Pick one. Yeah.
Right.
Well, 24. He speaks Unas now, so keep that in mind. Michael Shanks, Daniel Jackson in the Stargate SG-1 is joining us on November the 22nd at 10 a.m. Pacific time, 1 p.m. Eastern. Michael was going to be, frankly, my series finale later on, probably 2 or 3 weeks
Season
ahead.
finale.
Yes. Important distinction. Thank you. I'm really wiped. And I texted him and I'm like, can you move it up 2 weeks early? And he wrote back, sure, it's fine. And it was like, wow, that was easy. I was like getting ready to do a whole song and dance. And then Martin called him the day before and he's like, okay. He understood because I wanted Daniel to be the first interview on after the news. I wanted Michael's thoughtfulness and charisma to liven up the stage here at Dial the Gate, and so I am privileged to welcome him back for a third time. I'm hoping he's going to bring a couple of pieces with him that I've asked for.
Cool.
The thing about Dial the Gate is it is just about much about my communicating with him and getting the things that I want to hear as it is for you. And tune in to the live stream on youtube.com/dialthegate and submit your questions to Michael for free. And I will be asking as many of them as I can. And the thing about Michael, Darren, and you know this, I don't know what he's taking, but that memory is strong. A few years ago, I went to him and said, Castiana Sahal and
Vegan Bray. And he got it. He pulled it right out.
Pulled it right out.
in front of his wife.
In front of his wife. She was like, "Oh my God!" I have to find the file because it's really funny.
That was a brilliant moment. I was in the room to watch that.
Oh man. So yeah, Michael's gonna come on.
What time is Michael's stream start? It's 10 a.m. Pacific.
10 a.m. Pacific time. Yep. Stephen Culp is joining us at 2 p.m. Pacific that afternoon. To Samuel's fandom. Stephen Culp is who? Major Hayes.
You tell me.
Major Hayes.
Good.
The Mako. That's right. Enterprise. It's only one of the greatest seasons of Trek. And he was Henry Wallace in season 4 of Stargate Atlantis, Miller's Crossing. Then we have on the 24th of November, Monday, State of the Gate at 9 a.m. with Jenny Stiven. She is an industry veteran of marketing. And Darren and I and she are basically going to do we're really going to do a victory lap. And this one is for Jenny because she has been with us. Yeah.
Dial the Gate went down, like the YouTube stream. Gate World is still running, but Dial the Gate's off for whatever reason.
It did not comply with YouTube's policies. Wow. Okay, then very good. With YouTube's policies, I don't know what I did. All right, I guess I'll find out. I'm glad Gate World still exists.
Yeah, let's wrap up the show and figure it out. That's weird.
Gate World audience, I really appreciate you guys. And
let me give another plug, guys. We're co-streaming this week. We're co-streaming tomorrow's fan show. And then for Saturday's conversation with Michael, with Stephen Culp, Monday we're talking with Jenny on State of the Gate. All of those streams are on youtube.com/dialthegate. So go over to Dial the Gate, give them a follow, give them a sub, and make sure you turn on alerts so that you know of any last minute changes to the ongoing interview series that David and his team are doing there to document the history of Stargate.
Yep, there we go. We appreciate y'all tuning in. Thank you so much, Sommer. Thank you, Samuel. And thank you, Jeremy. You've been great, man. We'll see you tomorrow.